am not a pro when it comes to photography, but in this video, I will show you my sample shots with this 35mm manual lens. This type of lens does not have any electronic parts, so you need to set the focus and aperture manually, and the lens has no image stabilization. Yes, correct. You need to control this lens manually, so some people might not like it and need a little time to adjust the correct focusing on your subject. This is one of the cheapest manual prime lenses for a mirrorless camera on the market today, but the design and build quality is good, and it has an all-metal body construction all the way down to the lens cap. Another thing I like about this lens is the smooth aperture and focus ring controls, not too firm and not too loose, it's just the right amount. Attaching the lens to the camera is very easy. The first thing you need to do is to find a small mark on your camera mount. In this case, this Fujifilm camera has a small red dot. You need to place the lens on the camera mount, and align the mounting index dots on the lens and camera body, then rotate the lens until it clicks and locks in place. Other cameras like Canon have a corresponding small white square mark on the rim of the mount of the camera body, and this will be your guide to attach the lens into the camera correctly. Make sure to enable shoot without lens in your camera settings, otherwise you will not be able to use this manual prime lens. On my Fujifilm X-A3 camera, I just go to menu options, and go to number 4, and here, I can turn on shoot without lens. Remember that cameras have different menu settings, so enabling shoot without lens may vary, depending on the brand of your camera. You can check other tutorials here on YouTube on how to enable shoot without lens on your specific camera model. This manual prime lens has a 35mm focal length, allowing more flexibilities when shooting different types of camera shots and angles. The view is slightly wider than our regular vision, and for this width, this lens is best for portraits, landscape photography, wedding and events, and probably the most common lens used in street photography. It has a minimum f-stops down to 1.7, which is enough to give your photos a shallow depth of field or bokeh effects in your photos, which actually looks very good. After I reviewed some photos that I had captured with this inexpensive lens, I was very impressed by how sharp the photos turned out. Although there were times when I had trouble adjusting the right amount of focus and aperture, since the camera I was using didn't have a viewfinder, but I still enjoy using this manual lens. I also tried this lens to shoot some short video clips. And since it has no electronic communication with the camera, you will have a hard time using it, especially with moving subjects, because the angle changes so it loses focus. And it also doesn't have optical image stabilization, so if you really want to use it for videography, you can use a gimbal or tripod so that the outcome of your video won't be shaky. Overall, this MEIKE 35mm lens is bang for the buck. For such a cheap lens, the sharpness it provides is superb. The bokeh effects is good and the subject separates nicely from the background. Also, the build quality is impressive and it wasn't terrible at all. So, if you plan to buy an alternative lens for your camera, expect to spend a lot. But if you're looking for a budget prime lens, you should consider this MEIKE 35mm lens. It's cheap but good enough. Hey, that's all we have for you today, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell down below. Thanks guys.